Hello everyone. Happy New Year. Sean Barker here. Hope you had a great holiday season. I want to make sure you can hear me okay and that you can see me okay. Is anybody tuning in there? Just give me a thumbs up in the comments that you can hear me okay. So I was having some audio difficulties. They keep changing these things. But I will get going. Just drop something in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up that you can see and hear me okay. And I will get started. Let's give it a second there. All right. I'm going to get going and I'll check in to see if anybody has any problems. But I hope you had a great holiday season. Sean Barker here, fitness expert and coach at Online Custom Fit Coaching. And today's Facebook Live is to help you get off to a strong start with your health and fitness goals, and specifically around the goal setting. Okay? All right, things coming in there. Thumbs up. Awesome, Brad. All right, let's rock and roll then. So I want to help you get off to a strong start and the secret to setting health and fitness goals that stick. Because it's so common for people this time of year to set goals, but a few weeks or a few months in, they start to sizzle out, right? But if you are tuning in live, just drop the word live in the comments below. And if you're tuning in later on the recording, just drop later so I know you stopped by. Okay? And I'm happy you're here because we're going to talk about something that can completely change how you approach your health and fitness goals this year, whether it's weight loss, muscle building, eating healthier, having more energy. I'll help you set a goal or goals and eliminate that frustration that can creep in when you start to plateau or you don't achieve it. So I'm going to help you set goals that work with you instead of work against you. Now, having a goal is essential because if you ever heard the quote, you can't hit a target you can't see, right? Well, that's true with your health and fitness goals as well. So when you set a clear target, you set a clear goal, and you set it right, you give yourself a direction to focus on. Almost like, when you're in your car on a road trip, it's like having a GPS for your fitness journey. You know where you're going, you know how to get there turn by turn, step by step, right? And without that clarity and confidence, it's easy to feel lost, overwhelmed. But there's also another layer to it, right? It's hard to manage, what you don't measure. And, this is where a lot of people sort of drop the ball as well. They say it's a little bit extra work to track my workouts, to track my nutrition. Well, again, it's hard to manage what you don't measure. It's almost like, not looking at your bank account for months and being surprised at what happens, right? So not tracking your progress is like driving somewhere without knowing how fast you're going or how far you've traveled. And having that objective data helps remove the drama. I'll say that again. Objective data helps remove the drama because we all have that creep in at times. It helps remove the drama from the process when you start to feel stuck or frustrated with your progress. For example, if you don't track your steps or your workouts, how can you know if you're staying active enough or if you're getting stronger in your workouts? If you don't track your calories or protein or portions, how can you tell if you're eating enough or if you're eating too much? All right? So while we focus on tracking goals, you need to know this. Having a goal, big or small, is the first step towards hitting your target and managing your progress. And as the saying goes, direction is more important than speed. Now, if you have a health and fitness goal for the new year, I'm sure you probably do, drop the word yes in the comments below. And if you don't, that's okay too. Just drop the word no in the comments below. And hopefully the training today may help you create one. So, step one on setting health and fitness goals that stick is to stop setting goals you can't control. Now, have you ever set a goal like this? I want to lose 20 pounds by March. I want to drop 2 dress or pant sizes by fall. I want to see my abs by summer. Now these are super common examples and they sound motivating, but there's a problem. You can't fully control those goals. Think about it. You can't make the scale move to a specific number in a specific amount of time. You can't force your body to lose fat or build muscle exactly in how fast you want, right? We all want results yesterday, but that's not reality. So when these goals seem out of reach, you may feel frustrated, burnt out, and ready to quit eventually. But here's the mindset shift I want you to make. Ditch the big outcome or numeric based goals, or at least break them down into smaller, manageable steps, which I'll explain in a minute. And I want you to focus on your habit or action-based goals instead. Okay? Now, an outcome-based goal is like saying, I want to drive to a new city I've never been to before without knowing the way or even having directions or a map, right? But action-based goals, on the other hand, give you the directions to get there. For example, instead of I want to lose 20 pounds, say I'm going to eat 1,800 calories a day, for example. Instead of I will eat more protein, say I will eat 20 grams of protein in each meal today. Instead of I'm going to get more steps in this year, I will walk for 30 minutes each day after lunch. Notice the specifics. Or maybe it's I want to fit into my old jeans. Say I'm going to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, and I'm going to weight train 3 times a week. And that contributes to fitting in those jeans. Instead of just saying I want more energy, too vague. Say I will get to bed by 10 p.m., for example, every night. Right? I'm going to check in, make sure we're all good. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's rock on. Now, these goals are more actionable, specific, and 100% in your control. Most of the time, right? And the best part, when you focus on your action and habit-based goals, the outcomes will naturally follow. Now, let me be clear. Outcome-based goals aren't all bad, and I also set them with my clients, but they need to be done correctly. So here's where outcome-based goals are okay. If you set an outcome-based goal, just make it more of a background-based goal, not a forward-facing goal. And chunk it down into more manageable and realistic steps. For example, instead of saying, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months, start with, I'm going to lose 5 pounds this month. Instead of saying, I want to get in 10,000 steps a day this year, start with, I'm going to get in at least 8,000 steps each day. Instead of saying, I want to be able to do a set of 10 full push-ups on my toes, start with, I will do 5 push-ups each day. Now again, notice the wording because it's important. I'm going to do X or I will do X, not I want to do X or I will try. These are weak, wishy-washy words. If you want to use emotional and empowering words, and you want to use statements like, I'm going to, and I will, because your mind leads your body, and confidence is built by actually taking action and keeping promises to yourself. Right. Checking in. Awesome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you're watching it live, just drop later in the comments below. If you're in for the recording later, just drop later. And we will continue on how to create action-based goals that stick. Now, I've always been a fan of the SMART goal setting framework, and I've seen it work hundreds of times with my clients. And again, it's about making it SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals. Instead of, I'll eat healthier, say, I'll eat a palmful size of protein and produce in every meal this week. And then just focus on the consistency over perfection. Life happens and progress doesn't need perfection. Most people only need to be around 80% compliant with their plan to achieve healthy and sustainable progress, which still allows for around 20% to treat yourself and to enjoy the process. It's only very ambitious or athletic goals that require 90% plus compliance. And missing one day doesn't mean you failed. It's just like, just don't make it 2 days, because then it starts to become a habit and get right back on track. And even a blown weekend, or heck, a blown week, like on a vacation, doesn't matter over a period of 6 to 12 months of consistency. So when in doubt about your progress, zoom out to gain perspective. And here's another mistake I see with goal setting, and more specifically goal getting, and it's not celebrating the small wins. Because every action you take adds up. So don't wait until you hit a big milestone to celebrate. So when you focus on the smaller short-term milestones, they feel achievable. And it's important to celebrate those little wins along the way, because they build confidence, momentum, and motivation. It's like a snowball effect, right? And that keeps you going. Examples. Did you drink enough water today? That's a win. Did you work out twice this week? Celebrate that. Did you get to bed on time last night? Winning, right? Because again, progress isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, and consistency compounds. So let's break down your goals together here to set you up strong for 2025. Now, I want you to think about your health and fitness goals. And again, don't have too many, just a couple within each category. And ask yourself, what's one small action you can commit to today that moves you closer to the healthiest, happiest version of yourself? And here are some examples to inspire you. I'm going to do some meal prep for just 1 hour every Sunday. Again, just 1 hour once a week can really set you up strong to be consistent for the week with your diet. Or I'm going to take a 20-minute walk after dinner each night. Or I'm going to replace sugary drinks or alcohol with carbonated water or tea. Or I'm going to weight train for 30 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday each week. So it's time to make your goals real. And that starts with writing them down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Even better, people who write them down, share them, and view them daily are 76% more likely to achieve them. So stop leaving so much progress on the table and write your goal in the comments below. Share them. Don't be afraid. You don't have to get super specific, but you have to write them down to make them real. I'd love to hear what you're focusing on. All right, don't want to be too long here, so let's wrap up to make 2025 your best year. This year is about taking control of your health and habits one day at a time. So don't set goals that rely on things out of your control. Don't depend upon motivation, because that will fluctuate like the weather or the stock market. It comes and goes and you have very little control over that. Don't rely on fickle feelings or moving metrics. Instead, rely on routine and focus on the small actions you can take every single day to feel stronger, healthier, and more confident. Choose to build consistency over short-term intensity and track progress with objective data so you don't get frustrated by the drama and the self-sabotage up here. And if you're setting an outcome-based goal, remember to start small. You have to lose 5 pounds before you lose 20. You have to run 1 kilometer before you run 5. And those smaller wins, they create momentum that keep you going. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop one small action-based goal in the comments below. One that you can do today. And let's cheer each other on. And let's make 2025 this year we crush our goals together. And if you're tired of trying all the trends that lead you nowhere, sick of starting and stopping, and you want results that will actually stick this year, it's time to stop trying on your own. It's time to get a personalized workout and nutrition plan, backed with the power of smart goal setting, and most importantly, accountability from a coach to help you lose the unhealthy weight and get fit and healthy in the months ahead. Message me today because I just opened up just a few spots in my brand new Fit Body Fresh Start Challenge at Online Custom Fit Coaching. It's the first time in about 6 weeks that I had a few new spots to open. So don't get left out in the cold and miss out on getting everything you need to find your perfect fit this year. I wish you the best health and happiness, and I hope to connect with you soon. Sean Barker signing off, wishing you a happy, healthy new year, and have a great day.